We don't want to keep Sigma waiting, do we? Well, this is it. The final level. I guess if Classic Mega Man were here, he'd have a really tough time navigating this thing, unless he had Rush Chip for Mega Man 3. These guys, right here. These worms, they come out of this hole infinitely. They seem like a minor nuisance. I'm vaguely curious to try and get like 3 of them down. Oh shit, they actually... They do something when they're on the ground. I've never noticed that. That's kind of cool. Yeah. If you're running low on ammo for anything that is rolling shield, so yeah, only basically rolling shield, not that you'll really need that much else, you could just sort of stick here, and the shield will not decrease the ammo by just having it out. You'll get some health to fill your sub-tanks, and you'll refill your rolling shield, which is great. Another hole right there. But other than that, though, that's all there is to this level. Not a whole lot. Let's see if I can land on the platform as the screen's going. Oh, not quite. That's fine. Welcome. I see you managed to get here by yourself. Very impressive. I could destroy you, but I would not rob my pet of that pleasure. He knows how to deal with betrayers. Should you live, I'll be waiting for you. Don't disappoint me, X. Now, this dog right here, Velguarder, or Velgatter in the credits as it's misspelled, just without the first R. A lot of speedrunners I've heard joke about how this guy has no iframes. He does have iframes, but it's not too far off of an exaggeration. His shots are kind of hard to dodge if you're on the ground, but like I don't know why you would be on the ground. If anything, the puss out strategy that I usually incorporate, just camping on one of the corners, seems to help a lot. The only thing that kind of gets in the way is when he's against the wall there and shoots the fire up. That's like the one thing that could hit you from here. Also, sometimes he can like pounce his way up like this, but that's kind of rare. Also, you could just drop from the wall for a sec. It's not like you're in any real danger. I guess those electric shots are probably the hardest thing when you're like not pussing out. But that's it. Awesome name, pretty pathetic boss. I also love that entrance, it's really cool. Excellent job, X. I see why Zero counted on you. You are almost as good a hunter as I was. But the time of your destruction has arrived. You shall regret ever having defied me. Just sort of feel a little George Lucas-y, this whole scene that's going on. Oh shit, he's got a lightsaber. Sigma, you can't just be ripping off this stuff. They're intellectual properties. I think you're going to be hit with a copyright strike, you know? On your YouTube channel. Okay, so this is what most of the fight amounts to. He just sort of goes up diagonally. I guess the only thing that might throw you off is when he does those shots, and it looks really weird, but you're probably already on the corner, so it's not like it's going to do anything for you. He also rarely does those shots. That's very uncommon, and I'm actually really lucky that he showed that off here. Also, sometimes, when you're on the ground and he, like, runs towards you, he actually swings the lightsaber right out and even kind of makes a woo sound. But, like, I don't want to get hurt by this guy. He actually does a fair bit of damage. He's not too difficult, as you can see by my more patented puss-out strategy. But you can see, as he's going diagonally up, he doesn't go exactly the same angles that he's going on the way down. I think he goes a bit faster on the way down. His angles are a little more, like, down-oriented rather than, like, horizontally oriented. That's it, though. I think, like, this boss, otherwise, is pretty easy. As you can see, his angle's really screwed me over that time. Sometimes when he's on the ground, he'll take a defensive stance, and his shots, your shots won't hit him, like when he does that. Sometimes he also spazzes out a little bit when you're just under him, or when he's just under you. As you can see, you don't do damage when he's in his defensive stance. That's really all there is to this fight. I just don't want to take a whole lot of damage, because if you know what's coming next, it's actually kind of hard. Okay, I'm probably going to end up dying, wow. If this guy will ever either kill me or I kill him, I would really rather the latter happen, but, like, if he's just gonna stand there and do nothing, I kind of almost prefer the former to that. Yeah, just keep charging some pink shots or some blue shots, and take it out on him. I actually, are the pink shots only doing 1 damage? I feel like they are. Yeah, that one definitely did. I feel like it's randomly inconsistent. Like, sometimes it does a fair bit of damage, like 2 damage, you know, a fair bit. Sometimes it doesn't. Yeah, not too bad of a boss. He's just kind of repetitive, honestly. And that's it for Sigma. Why is his head just standing there? Where is it going? What is that in the background? This is Wolf Sigma, as it's called. I don't know, it's kind of like, it's a fitting name, it's just a bit of a weird one. Anyway, Velguarder's weakness, I guess I should mention, was Shotgun Ice. Sigma's first form, or as they just call it, Sigma First, his weakness was Electric Spark, or Energy Spark, whatever it's called. I really stopped caring at this point. Now his weakness is Rolling Shield. He actually doesn't even take damage from the Hadouken. Not that it's really easy to get a Hadouken high enough, though I think if the hand here is at the highest amount, you can stand on it and just barely reach him, only to find out that it tinks off of him. Yeah, so his head basically has 2 things. Whenever his eyes light up, he'll either shoot those sparks across the room, or that flamethrower right there. His hands will charge towards you once their claws open, or they'll just fire out electricity. And after they've charged towards you, once they come back, they're going to shoot out electricity anyway. Sometimes the hands can trap you in a corner, like literally glitching it so that you can't even jump when you're standing on it. You get crushed, like, right under the ceiling. And every time even one of those hands open and you're standing on it, you have to be prepared. It can be really annoying, and those, like, claws under the hands do a lot of damage. That being said, though, we're already at the end. No, it's not possible. I'm a Reploid. I can't be destroyed by you. Why, X? Why have you done this to us? Us? You mean you and the wolf? Without the humans, my Reploid brothers could have ushered in a new age. Now, the only other thing that damages that boss, by the way, is a fully charged pink shot, which makes the fight really tedious. He only takes 1 damage from it. But that's Mega Man X. That's the end of the game. The war is ended, for now, and peace has been restored. But those who sacrifice themselves for the victory will never return. Exhausted, X gazes at the destruction he helped cause, and wonders why he chose to fight. Is there another way? Standing on the cliff, the answers seem to escape him. He only knows that he'll fight the Mavericks again before he finds his answer. How long will he keep on fighting? How long will his pain last? Maybe only the X-Buster on his hand knows for sure. This is a great song, but I must say, this is sort of the point where I could see people jumping ship because there's a very emo-esque tone to this whole thing. You know, how long will his pain last? Like he's being tortured. I could almost see why, because he's like a peacekeeping robot, even though he has to fight, like, at some point. But it can sort of be seen as overdramatic, and I can understand why. And now for a tonal shift. I love how he goes across Central Highway again, as just sort of a throwback to the first stage. It's a nice touch. But yeah, that's the game. My thoughts, I think up until the end, it's very, very solid. The ending just kind of falters a little bit, I find. I think it just kind of gets a little dull. I feel like the bosses, they do a little too much damage, maybe. I don't know. Like, they're hard, but only because they do some damage and they'll sneak in a couple hits every so often. That's all I have to say. At this point... There's Velguarder. Let's just read off the Japanese names of all of these Mavericks, just so I can feel better about myself. Icy Penguigo. Launcher Octopole. Storm Eagleed. Armor Armarge. Burnin' Newmander. Sting Chameleon. Sparkman Driller. That's pretty hardcore, not gonna lie. Boomer Quanger, which is the same. However, he was renamed to Boomerang Quanger in Mega Man X Maverick Hunter X. Vava. All caps. Vava. Just big caps. Vava. And Sigma and Zero, which are the same. And you as Rokuman X. And you want another tonal shift? Here you go. Here's elevator music for you. Yeah, I mean, what other way is there to end off this game, I guess, with elevator music? Alright, well, I guess my final thoughts are... Yeah, this game was fun to go through. I still enjoy this game a lot. It just has its faults. I think near the end, things don't get as cool as they could have been. Even the final boss, like, it's challenging, especially the last phase, but... I don't know. I feel like it just is a little undermined by the first Sigma stage, you know? You know what I mean, Professor F? But, you know, I don't agree with the consensus that the first game is objectively the best, you know, that kind of stuff. I think that 2 and 3 are better. Even, also 4 is absolutely exceptional. 2 is my favorite, X2, but... You know what? I did enjoy this one. It's definitely one that you should play and give a try. It can be hard, but it's not as hard as the classic series. It has its own difficulty. It's also pretty reasonable. And that's about it. You might wonder why I'm waiting here for a while. Give it a sec.
You have won a temporary victory, X. What you destroyed was only a temporary body. My spirit remains intact. In time, I will find other bodies strong enough to do my bidding, then I will return. I shall see you soon, X. Very soon.
Indeed you will. But, in the meantime, I'm going to be doing some other projects. I'm still not sure what they are going to be yet, but, well, we'll see. So, thanks for watching. I hope, despite these last couple episodes not being the most enthusiastic, that I at least, you know, brought some enjoyment, especially during these terrible, quarantine times. So, thanks for watching, everyone.